Hello, I'm Roger Schmelzer, your 2019 Chairman of IFIGS. I'm back with a quarterly report from the Management Committee consisting of myself, Alistair Campbell of Canada, and Carmen Radu of Romania. I'm pleased to report about substantial activity from the 3 strategic planning working groups identified earlier this year in London. The Profile Enhancement Working Group, led by the UK, is building its list of international contacts at the IAIS, EIOPA, the World Bank, the IMF, and the FSB. The working group has also begun work on a draft core principles document intended to provide IFIGS a platform from which to interact with international supervisors and standard setters. It'll also be a useful framework for new member outreach and discussion. After feedback, the draft will be finalized and distributed to the full IFIGS membership for consideration at this year's annual conference. The Information Sharing Working Group, led by Korea, has compiled contact information of all members. In addition, the working group has developed an ambitious work plan to enhance and deepen the availability of information and details of various insurance guarantee schemes to create even greater value in an IFIGS membership. The Member Outreach Working Group, led by Germany, has received good response to its survey of deposit insurance contacts to determine whether such jurisdictions have or intend to establish an insurance guarantee scheme. Several prospective IFIGS members have been identified and will be invited to the annual meeting. We're excited by the progress from these working groups. The Management Committee will hold a meeting soon and will receive additional information about which we will report to you. By now, you should have received your invitation to the 2019 IFIGS annual meeting to be held December 3rd through the 5th in Washington, D.C. The agenda and supporting materials for the annual conference will be distributed by September 4th per our terms of reference. Soon, the meeting website will be available to you to confirm your attendance and to make hotel reservations. Representatives of EIOPA, the IAIS, and the IMF's Financial Sector Assessment Program will be participating in the annual conference. Now let's turn our attention to recent international regulatory activity. The IAIS Resolution Working Group is planning a stakeholder meeting in Basel sometime after the first of the year. Input from IFIGS and IFIGS members will be welcomed. Recently, EIOPA conducted a meeting at their offices in Frankfurt to discuss the future of Solvency II in 2020. IFIGS was represented by Jörg Westphal and Scott Kosnoff. Most of the remaining attendees were company representatives. There were about 15 to 20 attendees in all. The most interesting topic on the agenda was the potential harmonization of the EU's insurance guarantee schemes. EIOPA anticipates a formal consultation this month calling for minimum harmonization. While nothing is set in stone, the consultation will likely include the following principles: that every member state should have an IGS in place, which is sufficiently harmonized and adequately funded, and member states should have flexibility with respect to their legal structures and the setup of their schemes. Finally, 2 IAIS consultations were recently released: revisions to the holistic framework and IAIS supervisory material. Based on discussions in Buenos Aires during the IAIS Global Forum, it doesn't appear that there will be any impact to resolution matters. I sent you the links about 2 weeks ago. The consultation will be open for 60 days with comments due on August 15th. So that's the report from this past quarter. Thank you, as always, for your support. Please let me know if I can answer any questions. And if you have one, simply contact me at the email address below. Thank you, and I look forward to talking with you soon.